If you're searching the retail equation in Best Buy, I'm going to assume you had some issues returning an item. Tune in. I'll break it down and explain what is about to happen and what you need to know. But first, let's dive into my personal retail equation in Best Buy story and what I had to go through to return my item and get my money back. There it is. It's here. 34-inch curve monitor. Big as fuck, this box. My God. Look at the size of this fucking monitor, dude. Jeez. Alright, so I hooked up my ROG Swift last night, and it had a crack in it in the corner. So I'm gonna take this thing back. I gotta say it was amazing. It stood out. The look of it, everything, excluding the crack, which was in the corner where the ROG Swift tag was. Okay, so I get the monitor, ultra wide, has a crack in it. So before I ever even get to the store to return it to Best Buy, I'm searching like, okay, I want to look for something else. I want to find something else. That kind of put a bad taste in my mouth. I end up finding a Dell 27-inch 1440p 144 hertz G-Sync monitor. Great. I end up ordering it, but it's over in Kentucky. I live in Cincinnati, Ohio. So I drive over to Kentucky to pick up the G-Sync monitor, the Dell, grab that. I have the other one in the trunk, and then I stop back at the Best Buy in which I purchased it from, just thinking, it'd be no big deal. Boy, was I wrong. There, I was met with a woman, and when she told me that, unfortunately, sir, you cannot return this item because your account has been flagged for fraudulent returns or something like that. And I'm like, excuse me? Like, for what? She was like, the best thing I can offer you is a gift card. And I'm like, no, I'm not taking a gift card. Why would I take a gift card? This rhetoric had matched nothing I had ever experienced with Best Buy. So she's like, well, if you don't take the gift card, I'm kind of trying to help you out. I was like, no, I'll just go and speak to the store manager. She's like, well, the store manager, you're going to leave with nothing. And I'm like, really? I was like, well, please bring the store manager over. So store manager comes over. I'm having a discussion with her. She then explains to me that my account has been flagged. I have to take the gift card. There's nothing else they can do for me. I said, that's unacceptable. And I say right there, I was like, so are you telling me you can't help me at store level, or do I need to take this to the next level beyond? Now, I'm not going to sit here and talk about, getting any type of legal ramifications, because I know working for a company, as soon as a customer says that, you kind of got to stop talking to them. So I just say, do I need to take this to the next level? She then prints out a slip and says, I need to call this number. And that's it. And I was like, and what am I calling this number for? She says, it's out of my hands, sir. I honestly don't even know what the number is for. I can't believe it. So I call the number. That's when I first talked to the retail equation. So, I'm talking to this guy. He really doesn't seem to care or be too interested in my scenario. And he just tells me basically, do I want this to be mailed to me, or do I want to email? I tell him both. From that point forward, I give him my email, I give him my address and everything. And that's pretty much it. So I'm sitting here with this cracked screen ultra wide Asus monitor, and I just take it back, to my place, and I'm just like, okay. So eventually I get a letter in the mail, and pretty much what the letter does, it lists the transactions on your account that rose a flag, I guess, with the retail equation. So this company basically works for retailers to prevent fraud. So in my situation, there were two fraudulent looking transactions. The first was a return of a headset, which was a Logitech wireless headset, and the second was the insurance on that headset. And I remember this transaction. What happened was I bought the headset online. I forgot I had gift cards to Best Buy, because that's always what I asked for Christmas or my birthday. So I went to the store. I returned the headset. Well, I picked it up because I chose to do a pickup at the store. And I said, hey, is there any way I can just go ahead and pay for this, reverse the payment, to my credit card and go ahead and use these gift cards. And one was like, oh, well, we would have to return it. And I was just like, okay, well, that's fine. So she does the return. And I was like, well, what about the Geek Squad insurance? She was like, well, that actually is being processed currently, so you'll have to come back for that later. And which I did at a later date, and I also put the Geek Squad insurance on the headset, because that's just what I do. Anytime I get something from Best Buy, I always put the Geek Squad insurance on it. So come to find out, that was the thing that flagged me. So at this point, what the retail equation is going to ask from you is to write a letter explaining exactly why your fraudulent claims which are on your account are not fraudulent. So, I went on to explain it, and I had proof. I had the gift card ID still and everything, thankfully. So I was able to prove my case. So I sent that in. It probably took about 3 to 4 weeks until I heard back from them. And then I got this letter, which I have in front of me still, because I've been planning to make this video for a long time. It says, this letter is in regard to the following disputed returns contained in your return activity report, RAR. After thorough review of your RAR, Best Buy has removed the return transactions listed above from your return history. The retail equation has amended your return activity file. Please note the 365-day waiting period has also been removed. Yeah, that's right. They had me banned for a year. So pretty much after that, it tells me I can submit another statement if I find anything incorrect on my account. So that's what I had to go to. So of course, I go back up to the store and I talk to the store manager, and she honestly seems to have no idea what I'm talking about. Now, I don't know if she was playing clueless or if she literally doesn't know, and Best Buy just doesn't truly communicate this side of the business to their store managers. Nothing was done. There was no gift card or, apologies or anything like that. It was just as if it was another day in the office. And I considered going a bit further with it, but I said, you know what? I'm just going to let things be, because I really started to think about two things. I was like, number one, Best Buy is a dated corporation. I mean, it's really there for convenience in my book, because, everything I want, I pretty much order online. But Best Buy, they price match. It's right there. You can drive there. You can go get the item. But anyway, so enough about me. Let's talk about you. You're frustrated. You have been given this phone number. You talk to this person. This is what you need to do. You need to call that number. You need to supply your email address, your home address, wait for your letter in the mail, and then you need to literally write out the reasons why, go into as much detail, all of the purchases you've ever made at Best Buy. They don't care if you're an elite member, because you got to understand the retail equation is a third-party business. But I would throw it in there as much detail as you can, so it kind of shows the credibility of who you are as a person and your shopping habits. Now, yes, this entire predicament is frustrating, but I just want to let you know there is light at the end of the tunnel. And, now I'm aware. I guess if anything, I took Best Buy for granted. I guess I look at it that way, because I just always thought, if there's a problem, they're going to take care of me at store level. And this will be always a positive experience. And that's what it always was for a very long time. But now I realize, they're coming to a limit, and I just assume it's the age of the market. And I don't want to sound like a Best Buy apologist, but the bottom line is that I just don't think they can afford to take care of every customer. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just got bad customer service, and I'm sure that's what it sounds like, and that's what you're going through right now. But if you go search the Best Buy forum, they have a place in which you can discuss it. I didn't really find it too helpful, unless you just really want to vent because you're frustrated because you just made a big purchase. And you'll see tons of people on there with all kinds of purchases, and they're livid. And they have a community manager to try to keep everything civil and manage all of the, I guess, attitude I would say being flung around. But there you have it. So you pretty much, here's the steps. You tell the store manager, I want to take this to the next level. I'm not satisfied with a gift card. You get the number. You talk to the retail equation. You give them your address. They mail you the letter. You fill the letter out, and then from that point forward, you just go ahead and make your claim. And Best Buy will, I guess, look at the claim, everything, your history, and that'll be the end of it. But at that point, a decision is going to be made whether they're either going to return and give you your money or they're not. But there you have it. That is Best Buy in a nutshell in the retail equation. Hopefully this helped put some of you at ease, because I know it's very scary when you're talking to the store manager and they literally can't tell you what's going to happen and they have no idea. I mean, I get it, you want to intimidate, thieves and people that do fraudulent activity, but for your actual legitimate customers, this just scares people, and you just don't want to shop there because you're like, oh, what if something goes wrong? I'd rather take my chances with Newegg or Amazon than deal with this brick and mortar that can't even take care of me customer, face to face. Well, that's all I got. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment below with your stories if you've had to deal with the retail equation and any, formality. And, please subscribe. We appreciate the love and support as of late. Thank you all. We really do.